reality is a mirror, constantly reflecting our thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and assumptions right back to us. And that is why we are powerful creators, and that is why we are co-creating our reality subconsciously and consciously. Hi, my name's Aisha, and I make videos here on YouTube. I like to talk about things like spirituality, manifestation, mindset, healing, growth, self-development, just things that I've gone through and experiences that I've had and things that I have learned that I think would help you guys in your own life. So if you're interested in that and you want to learn more and you want to see more, then subscribe and keep watching. Now let's get into this topic. I would say that our perception of the world itself is the way through which we are able to understand our experiences. Okay, and why is reality mirroring or reflecting our inner world consisting of our thoughts, beliefs, emotions, feelings, assumptions? Why is that happening? Well, I would say because our inner world, in simple terms, is kind of our perception, because our perception is constantly being shaped and reshaped by the experiences that we've had in the past and the experiences that we are going to continue to have. And these experiences have been ingrained into us, and certain experiences that are either very emotionally charged or intense experiences or traumatic experiences, or even experiences that are intensely charged with positive emotions. These things have imprinted us in a way that have left a mark in who we are as people, and then they create these beliefs that we carry through the world, and we see the world through this very biased lens, through these beliefs that we carry, through these feelings that we have about the things that happen to us. In this way, I feel like because we have this lens through which we see the world, that is why people have their own subjective realities. That is why you hear there are two sides to the same story, or three or four or more. It's the same story, the same situation, right? But all these people are seeing it in a different way, and they're very firm in, this is what it is, this is how I see it, this is how I felt about it, right? That it's not that their story is wrong or theirs is wrong or theirs is right. You can't tell someone, hey, what you experienced is wrong. It's not what I experienced, so you're incorrect. No, there are two very valid experiences seen through a completely different set of lens. Perception is everything. There can be a rainy day and someone's like, damn, this sucks, now I can't go out. Someone else is like, yes, rain. Either I'm gonna cozy up in bed and watch a movie, or I'm just gonna go out anyway because I love the rain. Perception is everything. Those are just very minor examples. I think that really illustrates how powerful our own mind is at filtering our life experiences in a way that fits into the box that we created through our beliefs. And we see the world in that way. And if something doesn't fit that, then we make it fit. It's by creating stories, by shifting it in our mind somehow, or ignoring it. And then I think about the beliefs that have been created through these experiences. They become deeply held subconscious beliefs. So many times we're not even aware that we're having these beliefs, but we're still seeing the world through this way. When you're not even aware, that you're not even allowing yourself to see past it. And that's very understandable, because when we don't know what we don't know, how could we do anything about it? But when we realize that there's something more, that's when we can start to shift. And yes, you can shift your perspective. And by shifting your perspective, that is how your subjective reality will begin to reflect that very perspective shift. I want to talk about this box that I mentioned just a minute ago. And I want to talk about how your perception of yourself is also dictating the way that other people are seeing you and are going to treat you. And a lot of people may not want to hear this, right? Because if you feel like you're a person that isn't very respected, or you feel unloved, or you feel rejected, and then for someone to tell you, oh, this is because you see yourself that way, and it's gonna hurt. I had to go through that. I had to realize that I was putting myself in this small box. When you place, it's kind of like you're putting this jacket on of this is who I am. And when you place that on yourself and you can't, and you don't take it off, how would you expect the rest of the world to see anything more? Because if that's how you see yourself, that's how you are carrying yourself throughout the world. That's the truth. If you see yourself as someone who's small, someone who's not confident, someone who's not beautiful, someone who's not enough, then what's going to happen is you're going to wake up in the morning, you're going to walk outside, you're going to go to school, you're going to go to work, and whether you're constantly consciously thinking about it or not, it's still within you. It's still in the back, in your subconscious, and that is how you are carrying yourself. And you are making that who you are. When you can't see beyond that, what more, how could you experience anything else? When your perspective is here, when your belief is here, when your eyes are here, there's something more. But you can't see that because you're looking here, because you're looking through this, through that box. And in the same way, and this is where it gets interesting, people will show up the way that you expect them to, the way that you perceive them. And this could be in general, if you have a specific belief about men or women or fathers, right? Or it can be very specific towards one person. You know, this person's really rude all the time. This is such a lovely individual. They will show up the way that you expect them to, because once again, it's a box that you have placed them in. And if reality is malleable through our perception, if reality is subjectively through our perception, then when you have someone in a box, you cannot see anything beyond that. Again, you are only looking at this. If there's more, you can't see it because you're not looking. And it's also kind of like there was also this phenomenon in psychology. I think it's called the self-fulfilling prophecy. You say someone is this, you see them as this, you tell them they're this, they're gonna be this. You are giving them a role. You are saying this is who you are, and that's who they're gonna be. Shift your perception and you will receive different experiences. You and anyone else in your reality cannot be anything more than the limits you have placed on them and on yourself. It's like a cap. You're like, this is where you're ending. That's it. And then it goes into the fact that the reason why, and this is what makes sense to me, this is what I've been learning, this is what and I'm not just saying these things just to say them. Like, I have gone through this where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna shift my perception of this person and see what happens. And well, I'm gonna tell you, it worked. And they showed up the way that I decided that they were gonna show up. And I've done it for myself as well. So test this out. And so we are living in a quantum field. Everything is energy. Everything. Me, you, this camera, whatever device you're watching this on, everything is ever flowing energy. Cannot be created, cannot be destroyed, but it is always moving. It is always shifting. Because energy is always shifting. That is why a situation can change like that, from this to that. Perspective shift, energy shift. Nothing is permanent. Nothing is permanent. But change is a constant. Because we are living in a quantum field, there are multiple possibilities. Some say infinite possibilities. I like to believe that there are infinite possibilities of things that can happen and things that will happen. And that's really what manifesting is, I think. Something that you're wanting, that you can feel, that you can see, you can visualize, it's real, it's already existing. What you are doing is you're choosing to step into that possibility that's existing in this quantum field. Our reality is not the only possibility. There are so many things that are happening. And we can choose to shift our perspective, and we can choose to allow our reality to be shifted. And the reason why I say choose and to decide, it's because I want to give an example of the way that there are multiple possibilities. You wake up in the morning, right? So many things could happen. It could be a bad day, it could be a horrible day, or it can be the most amazing day of your life, of the week. And I've noticed this in my own days, in my own life. I'll wake up, and when I decide, when I say, you know what, I intend, and I'm choosing for today to be an amazing day. Today's gonna be full of opportunities. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna enjoy my day. Today's gonna be a good day. What am I looking for? I'm looking for goodness. I'm letting in goodness. I have stepped into the reality, into the possibility of goodness. I have shifted the energy. I have chosen that. I'm seeing that. And then there are days where, I might wake up and, I don't know, maybe I had a bad dream, and so I woke up not feeling so good, and so I start to think, damn, today's probably not going to be a good day. I'm going to feel anxious today. Shit, it's going to go downhill. Oh, damn, I already had a good day like 3 days in a row. Today's not going to be another good day. It can't be. And guess what? I'm looking for the anxiety. I'm seeing the not so goodness. I'm seeing the hardships, the badness. The energy has shifted. My reality is showing me that every day is malleable. And I don't think it's a coincidence that it's always guided by the way that I have decided it will be when I wake up in the morning. And there are also days where I don't feel so good. And then I'm just like, well, you know what? In this moment, I'm actually going to shift my energy. I'm actually going to take this energy that I'm feeling, that's anxiety, that's sadness and anger, and I'm going to transmute it. And I'm going to shift it into one of love, excitement, joy, or peace. And I do what I do, whether it's meditating, whether it's yoga, whether it's moving, whatever I do, and I shift my energy. And what's that? My perception has gone beyond what it was. And now I'm seeing the same house that I've been living in, the same day. It's still the same day. It might even be the same hour. I'm in the same clothes. But somehow the day looks better. Somehow I feel better. We are shifting our energy consciously. And we are choosing the reality that we want through our perception. I want you to dare yourself to see beyond what you think you know. And I'm telling that to myself too, to be honest. Test it out. And I will probably make a video after this about exactly just how to shift your perspective. What should you do? What activities? What techniques? What mindset should you have? And I'll probably make a video on that. But I want you guys to let the message of this video sink in, even if it seems crazy, even if you're like, okay, that doesn't really make sense, or I don't know. Just think about it for a little bit. Imagine the possibility that this might be true, that this might be real, that this might actually make a difference. What if? What's the worst that can happen? It doesn't work. What's the best that can happen? It changes your life. So that is all that I have to say right now on this topic. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you made it to the end of this video, I love you. Please like and comment down below and subscribe if you want more content. I will be here. Bye.